Thank you so much, everyone, for joining to this document management webinar. I would like to start introducing to our speakers. So please welcome to Armando Casillas, and I would like to talk a little bit more about his experience. He is a senior 3D experience application solution here at Bias 3D. He has background on aeronautical engineering and extensive experience supporting projects across industries like aerospace, transportation, consumer goods, and energy. He also specializes in Enovia solutions on the 3D experience platform, including document management. So say hello to Armando. Thanks for being here. I would like to also introduce Adrian Toral. He is our senior project manager at Bias 3D, and he has over 8 years of experience in consulting on Dassault Systems PLM solutions. Adrian also specializes in enhancing design and product development process, holding certifications in Dassault System solutions and expertise. On transportation and mobility and aerospace industries. Thanks a lot for being here. I'm gonna pass the word to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Manuel.
Thank you, Manuel.
Hello, everyone. This is Armando Casillas. As Manuel mentioned, we are going to present this webinar about to document management. Thank you, everyone, for being here and take the time for learning a little bit about this topic that we are presenting in 3D Experience platform. Okay, yeah. The title of the presentation, the webinar is Revolutionary Your Document Management with 3D Experience platform. And in the beginning, we would like to start mentioning some of the process of the documents play a vital role at every stage of an innovation process. So from the initial concept and design to development, testing, production, marketing, sales, post-sales, support, effective document management is crucial. So when we are in the initial concept and design, documents are captured and share the foundational ideas and sketches of a product or a project. When we are in development and testing, documentation tracks the progress, the test plan, and the results. When we are in production, we need to ensure the consistency and quality through detailed workflows and standard documentation. During marketing and sales, we support the effective promotion and the selling with the marketing materials and sales presentations. And when we are in the post-sale and support, we need to enhance the customer satisfaction with maintenance manuals and troubleshooting guides. So, as we can see, it's very important during the entire life cycle of the product to keep this quality in the documentation. So the challenges including managing large volumes and documentations, ensuring the updates of the documents, and the overcoming inconsistencies. So the solutions involve implementing robust documentation management systems like 3D Experience, centralizing storage, standardizing formats, and facilitating the access and collaboration. And also, we know that managing efficiently the documents, it reduces the time to market and improve the product quality, and is demonstrated in real-world examples that we are going to talk at the end. Next slide, please. Yeah. So those are some of the business challenges that our customers used to face, or the customers used to face. Sorry, when they are trying to implement the experience platform for document management. As I mentioned, some of them are the managing, control, and quality, that ensuring documents meet the quality, the standards, and maintaining the version control is very difficult many times. Also, navigating between many repositories. So this used to be a waste of time trying to find the proper document in the different drives that we have. The inconsistent change process. Well, when a document is not consistent, or the process to changes is not consistent, that leads to updated information and errors. The delays in documentation cycles, well, the slow approvals and review processes delay the production and time to market. Increased rework and quality issues. This is very common because outdated documents result in more rework and quality problems, impacting cost and efficiency. Effective document management is essential to address these challenges and improve overall business productivity and operations. Next slide, please. Well, this is part of the challenges managing the documents, but this time using some metrics, because usually when there is not an effective document management, the productivity always decrease, and when increase the complexity, because actually the projects are becoming more complex, productivity often declines. So in that moment, there are many activities that has not value added, and it affects over the 30% of the time spending on activities that don't really add value, such as working schedules, obtaining approvals, checking and checkout processes, creating context for documents, collating information from multiple systems, collecting and distributing information to suppliers, and internal meetings to follow up on issues and approvals. So the goal is to streamline these processes and reduce the inefficiencies and enhance the overall productivity by implementing a robust document management system. Next slide, please. So innovation requires a collaboration more than just within the design team. This collaboration needs to get connect with customers to get the insights into their needs and desires. We need to connect with suppliers to advance innovations. We need to connect with business stakeholders for balance and alignment, and to connect with the technical communities that ultimately are creating the delightful experiences that our customers will want to buy. So we need to connect everyone. So for this, 3Experience platform is this connection, provides this connection. If you click here, Adrian, please, for the next this one. Yeah. So the idea is to get connected through 3Experience platform. Next slide, please. To start with, a 3Experience platform is designed to streamline and enhance the collaboration and innovation across various roles and various roles. So the foundational role is collaborative business innovator, and this one is in the bottom place. This one provides the users with 3D dashboard, widgets, tagging, and other tools. And this is essential for basic collaboration and innovation tasks. Then we have the next role, the advanced role, collaborative industry innovator, that actually help us to make the life cycle control, managing the entire life cycle of the projects and products, documents, to ensure the proper versioning and control documents and data. Then we have the revision and application to implement and manage documents and data revision effectively, maintain the history of the changes for transparency and traceability. Also, we can make the organization and access control in the platform with that role. We can organize documents, data, and projects systematically, and we can control the permissions to ensure the security and compliance. Also, with that role, we can manage the change and the issues, managing and track the changes and the issues within projects, facilitate the communication and resolution of issues. And on the top of these basic roles, IFW and CSV, there are some other roles, some additional roles that offer some specialties. These are special functions to digitize the processes and allows to provide with the proper tools to the different specialists in your team. like designers, manufacturing specialists, analyst specialists, and so on. Okay. We can go to the next slide, please. Okay, so there is a bunch of different application in the collaborative industry innovator role that supports document management. Some of these roles and widgets are, for example, document management, collaborative lifecycle, bookmark editor, issue management, IP classify and reuse, collaboration for Microsoft, change execution, and collaborative tasks. So in general, this application also includes 3D Drive and 3D Play. And in general, this application helps you to manage your documents properly and visualize the documents there in the platform. So for example, just to mention the capabilities of some of these applications, 3D Drive is part of this role and used to storing and sharing the documents. 3D Play allows you to view documents and interacting with the 3D content. You can visualize 3D files and 2D files there. And change actions and bookmarks facilitate the organization and tracking of the changes of the documents. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. Well, by having a standardized process, we can enhance the efficiency. This means that we are going to spend less time on searching for documents or dealing with inconsistencies and more time on productivity tasks. Compliance is another critical aspect. So with a consistent process, we can easily meet the requirements and avoid potential legal issues. Document management are designed to be executed in coordination with involved business functions and ensure that every department is aligned and has access to the necessary documentation. Next slide, please. Some of the key processes for document management is first to centralize your work. This means organizing all your documents in a single place, in a single accessible location. Then collaborative socially. This ensures that the team members can work together, sharing documents and collaborating on tasks in real time. Then we have store, organize, and share. Well, the user will have quick access to all their documents, including personal and favorite documents. Assign, control, and share. This involves managing the access rights, ensuring that the right people have the right level of accessing to the necessary documents. Collaborate on intellectual property. This ensures that as documents evolve, their integrity and traceability are maintained and supporting ongoing innovation and development. Next slide, please. Okay. When we are talking about organize and share, as I mentioned before, the document management app is an intuitive application designed to help organize, create, store, and manage a wide variety of documents such as work instructions, procedures, and specifications. It supports various actions, including document creation, editing, previewing, tracking, and sharing. So, ensuring comprehensively the document control. The users can also view document relations, restrict access, add attachment, and subscribe to the document for notification on revision and on the other events. Okay. That is for document for bookmarks, document management. Sorry. About bookmarks, basically helps you to centralize and create a shared or private bookmarks to organize and manage the access to the content. So the new files can be uploaded here as a document and organize them in bookmarks. Okay, and this increase significantly the productivity having this organized. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the document management that I mentioned, before, to create, store, manage a wide variety of documents. And from here, you can manage the life cycle of the documents, to control the access rights to the documents, to block the documents. In order, you can edit the documents with not the interruption of any other user trying to modify this one. You can verify the version if you are working with the proper version of the document here, and you can see all the evolution of the version of the documents. Next slide, please. Okay, about organize. Yeah, organize and share. Well, basically the application for collaborative tasks allows you to manage the task, assigning a specific task to the team members, and putting some, managing the status of the task. Once you start working on the task, when the task is completed, you can track and visualize the status in every stage of the task. And in this task, you can put documents attached in order to work with these ones. And after that, well, you can track how was the evolution, who was working on a specific task for document modifications, and who approved these modifications. So you can view the task with a specific context, like in projects, like in risk, in a specification opportunity, in issues, documents, or parts. And it's part of the basic licenses that is for document management. Next slide, please. About collaborative lifecycle application. Well, this application provides the commands to manage the object lifecycle and collaboration, and also provides the key capability to manage the lifecycle of the objects from creation to deletion. So here you can create revision branches, duplicate objects, and of course we are talking about documents in 2D formats or 3D formats. You can change the maturity of the states of the objects, uh, viewing and modifying some attributes of the objects, delete the objects, collaborate with others in order you can share the objects with other people, change the ownership of the object and documents, move from one collaborative space to another or to another organization, and log and unlock the objects. Okay. And next slide, please. Okay. And here, well, we are going to see very quick how document management application works together. We are starting with visualizing the document management application, and we can see the different status of the documents, the different version. There is a column for revisions. You can see the evolution. Some of them are in the revision 0. Some of them have 1 or 2 revisions. And you can see a check mark, a green check mark, that are saying and are mention, let you know that that green check mark is the latest revision of that document. So in that way, you can work always with the last version of the documents. You can see the maturity state in the column maturity of every document and the owner of these documents. Click play, please. Okay. So this is the basic application, document management. And you can integrate the other applications here in this dashboard and work together. For example, now I open the lifecycle management application, the collaborative lifecycle, and I'm visualizing the evolution of this document specifically. I can see the first revision is already released, and the last one, the revision 2, is in work. Now I just change to obsolete the revision 0, and immediately and automatically, this is going to update it here in my document management application. All these applications are connected and synchronized automatically. Now I unlocking one document that was blocked by myself. And to manage these documents, we use bookmarks. Now I'm putting some documents here in my bookmark just by drag and drop here in the bookmark. And as you can see, you can upload a huge variety of formats like PDF, Excel files, Word documents, PowerPoint documents, and so on. And immediately I will see these documents already here in my document management application. This is because they are integrated and synchronized automatically. Okay. So also it is possible to visualize the files here. It is possible to manage the access rights of the persons in your team here. For example, this Eduardo Romo person can read the documents, but this Juan Manuel person can just read the documents or, sorry, edit the documents. So you can manage the different access rights to the specific bookmarks and documents. Once I apply these rules, these team members will have access to these documents. We also talk about an integration with Microsoft. This integration is, you can install it with these basic roles. And this integration allows you to have this 3D experience bar here that allows you to save directly from Microsoft to 3D experience platform and open a document in Microsoft that is stored in 3D experience platform. So once you save the documents, you will see immediately the document listed here in the platform. Right now, I'm showing how to create a revision. I'm putting some comments for this new revision. And once I create a revision, I will see that reflected in the application there in the platform. So now we have revision 0 and revision 1, and I can see it right there. The revision is here in the platform. So that is part of the integration. You can visualize a document. We have some capabilities here, like publish in internal communities. If there is a document that I need to share with my team, I can publish from here directly, and it's going to publish in the communities in 3D Swim. Also, if I need to search for a specific task or information here in document, there are some tools to search, some tools to highlight some part of the documents, and those kind of basic capabilities. Also, you can see the relationships that you are creating inside the platform between the different documents. So that is part of the basic capabilities of document management with these licenses. Next slide, please. Okay, Adrian, you can take the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Armando. Great presentation. Now let me talk to you about some of the use cases we have faced while incorporating document management on 3D experience. Okay. First, I would like to start by explaining that one of the main misconceptions we have from people implementing 3D experience is that document management is a standalone solution that we want to replace the usage of some other systems, like any of those many drives that we have, like Google Drive, OneDrive, etc. What I'd like to explain to them is that while we're working with model-based engineering, we want to start using the concept of engineering item. What is the engineering item? It accounts for holistic engineering. It's not only the CAD, but it's software, documents, all of different components that define a product. So in 3D experience is it's implemented starting in 2018X. This would be the same as a physical product. So if you guys are familiar with physical product, whenever you create an object, you will see that it's a product, not an assembly. That's the reason why the engineering item, which is something that you can configure, that you can use to work around all of your engineering, will contain the 3D model, different attributes, instances of other engineering items, but also drawings and documents. And that's the key point of doing or having document management on the 3D experience. I will present you with 2 examples that I have prepared for today, but just keep this in mind. What we want to have is one single system, one single source of truth, where everything is connected. And we usually think that document management is just, okay, keep my documents, storage that, bookmark those, open, view. I think this is what takes document management beyond to that single use in the 3D experience. Okay, so let me show you. First, we have one example for materials. Okay, so materials are object, a PLM object in 3D experience. Here I have created a material test, and something that happens every time is when you start creating your materials, you want to approach all of the documentation that you have, like your single source of truth as one single object. So we have one core material, and what you are seeing is that using the Innovia Finder, the material finder or product finder, you can quickly attach a document to it. In this case, we will attach a PDF file with the material specifications that you will be able to see there. Okay, so I just go grab my material specs. They are in a PDF. Okay, and just by creating this engineering item, so what I'm doing is creating a PDF or uploading a PDF, which will create an object for that document, which is my my material specifications. As you can see, one of the advantages is first, it's linked directly to my material. Okay, so it's like an attachment to it. I can directly, in my same environment on my 3D experience platform, I can just right click and open, and it will directly open. And the second thing is that it will have its own life cycle. It will have its own its own revision system, its own attributes, which you can, by the way, customize, generate your own parameters. So here you see how once we have attached this, and this is something that like no one really like people can find like very quickly when they go to the material, but once they start using, they have these advantages on the 3D experience. You see here is the object for the material, and now once you have it attached, you can see that as one of your properties in the material object. That's a huge advantage. It's directly there in your link directly to your CAD or to your PLM objects, in this case a material. In the same way, we can do it with products. Let me show you how it looks once we have the documents attached in the products. Okay, in this case, I'm going to use only the web-based roles. Okay, so I got my drone model here, and one of the main advantages is I can go to my relationships. So I go relations, and it will open, and it will basically search for that engineering item, everything that is related. I have one specification document, which I attach by using the procedure that we saw on the previous video. Okay, and just like that, I can go see my CAD, and I can see all of the specification documents that it has attached. Okay, so first I will visualize. Okay, so I can just do open with, and then visualize using the 3D Play application. Okay, here I got a single table, something we could use, something we usually have there floating in our desktop, like no one knows where that document is, or maybe in a server. But here we have it on the cloud. Okay, once I just search for that document, and part of the single source of truth is everyone can see the same document. Okay, so there's no outdated versions. Let's say that I want an updated version, or to a new enhanced version of this document. Okay, I will just go update, and I will change. The system will tell you are not using the same file. Do you want to update that? okay? Or you can use the same file. If that's a new evolution, it won't have that warning message. But it identifies that you're working with different files, okay? Once I have updated, which in this case, it's what I wanted, okay? Now, everyone, just by doing that, everyone has access to the same document. Everyone throughout my whole organization have access to the same data, okay? And just to do what we mentioned, this document, now it has a life cycle, okay? So I can frozen. Of course, you can do this with change management. So you can send it for approval. You can apply some routes. In this case, it's just the basic example in which myself, I'm gonna release this document, okay? And then from here, you can do all of the cool features that Armando presented, okay? You can bookmark this, you can organize it, you can share it through your organization. But I guess what we have found, it brings more value to the solution is that it's directly linked to my other PLM objects, to my engineering item, okay? Just like that, you can have several advantages while implementing document management. That's what we have seen on project implementations, okay? Now, I will let Armando explain this last part, how the roles are implemented in case you are interested, and all of the future possibilities. Armando?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Adrian. Well, as you can see, the idea is to start with PCS that involve or includes CSV and IFW, the roles and the capabilities that we showed during this presentation, and then to move to another roles when the project is moving forward. These roles are for another specialty, more advanced specialties. But in the beginning, as you can see, there are many benefits with the initial roles, CSV and IFW, where you can centralize your and manage your information. That starts. That is where document management starts, and increase the features. For example, we can increase the features with a product development roles like PAU, XEN, or if you want to connect your platform with some CAD solutions like CATIA, SolidWorks, AutoCAD, and some others, you can include the roles. You can add the roles UE5, UES, UDT, and so on. If you want to increase your capabilities or your project is requiring to manage better the configuration, you can include CFG. Or if you want to improve a more robust change management procedures, you can include add CHG. Or if the projects become very complex, huge projects involving many apartments, managing a lot of documents and a lot of deliverables, the dates needs to are very close or very very close in complex project. Well, there you can increase, including portfolio and project planning roles like PDM, DPM, or XPP, depending of the complexity and the type of your projects. So with 3D Experience Platform, you start with the basics and you can increase based on your needs. And as your project go forward, moving forward. Thank you. You can go next slide, Adrian, please. And well, now it's time for questions and answers. So the chat is there open. If you have any question, please feel free to share those questions and comments, any doubt that you have, and we will answer those questions.
Thank you, Armando. We do have several questions on the chat. Let's start with the first one from Sangam. Is the solution based on the cloud, or we do need to install it on your local machine?
Well, the solution is we can install it it run on cloud, but is what we recommend to use the solution on cloud. All the demonstration, the video demos and screenshot that we share in this presentation was on the cloud, in the cloud solution. but also it exists the version to install in your local servers. Okay, so we have both of the possibilities to install it.
Just to clarify that part, it can work on the on-cloud or the on-premise solution. It's based on the cloud environment, on the dashboard that you use. And do you need to install? The only thing you may need to install is the connector with collaboration for Microsoft, which will show you the tab that you have on your Microsoft installation. That's the only portion that you will need to install if you want to manage directly from Microsoft Office.
That's right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then we have another question is what license does my team need to collaborate with document management?
Well, you can start with PCS, which is, as the answer says there, it's a combination between CSV and ISW.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Armando. Question is, what was the version of 3D Experience used in these demos, on cloud or on-prem, 23x, 24x, 25x? I can answer that. I already did. For demos, specifically the ones I showed, it was on cloud. The first video was 2024x because it was recorded a few months ago. The last video with the CAT integration, we use on cloud 2025x, which was, it's the recent one. Okay. Can the 3D Experience drive? Another question from Sai. Can the 3D Experience drive on the computer be used with on-prem installation? That's a good question. 3D Experience drive specifically, as far as I know, it doesn't exist on on-prem. If we're talking about the drive that is like standalone solution, the one that is the equivalent of Google Drive or OneDrive, that doesn't exist on-prem, as far as I know. And but storing your documents on the cloud on collaborative spaces, like the way we show, that is compatible with on-prem. Armando, do you agree with that statement?
Yes, totally agree. Yeah, that's
Perfect.
right. That's right.
All right. I don't think we have any other questions.
There is another one.
Okay.
Yeah. How much storage space do I have? What happens when I use all of it? Well, this is a good moment to talk about the licenses in 3D Experience. The licenses are use name, and for one user, one PCS, you have 25 gigabytes of storage space. So if you have, for example, 4 users in your platform, you will have 100 gigabytes. So 25 per user. That is the answer. What happens when you use all of it, of that space? You can acquire more space. There is a specific product that allows you to increase the space that you need in your platform. So you can increase it in the moment that you consider necessary. Yeah.
That's for the on-cloud solution. Also.
Exactly.
For the on-prem, it depends on your local server, correct?
That's right. That's correct. Yeah.
Perfect. We got another question from Luis. Do I need any additional license to connect with Microsoft Office?
Well, with that license, with PCS, is the only license that you need to connect with Microsoft Office. As Adrian mentioned before, there is a small installer that is there available with that license, PCS. Install it, very short one, and it will appear the taskbar there in Word, in PowerPoint, and Excel that will allow you to connect with the platform. So yeah, PCS is the only license that you need.
Right, perfect. Okay, I don't see any other questions this time. We don't have a poll today. So I guess we just need to thank everyone for joining us today. And thanks all of our organizers and the Bias 3D team that is behind of this, and of course all of the attendees. Just want to wish you happy holidays to everyone, and thank you for your time today, Armando.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
All right,
Bye.
so thanks everyone.